Hi Cancer, it's Kendrick from Providence Tarot, and I'm here to give you your second proofread for the month of July. We're almost at the end, cutting it close, and I'm sorry for the delay, but life be happening. So here we go. I got the Six of Pentacles that fell out for you, and you have the Seven of Wands, and then the Page of Swords came out. All right, and I do have three stacks here. So the Six of Pentacles is talking about, seeing the reciprocity in a situation, or seeing like, something come in. It's not like a major, it might feel like a reward, but this is something that might actually be deserving, or it might even be something that is being given to you out of a show of love, or being given to you out of a show of need, or just being given to you out of the kindness of someone else's generosity, right? You could be also experiencing gratitude that is being shown to you or being paid to you in some way, shape, or form, or there is some sense of like relief that comes in material form, okay? Right? Or you might even actually just be able to take care of something, or you're seeing your way through a process, okay? Someone might actually even be giving you some very useful advice on how to do something, or they might even be sending you in the right direction to get something done, right? Okay, definitely sending you in the right direction to get something done. Okay, so the Seven of Wands came up, and this is talking about how you're relating to your experience. It talks about the challenge of reaching your goals and being very focused on your goals and staying very, very vigilant and diligent, and really having a laser sharp point of view in terms of like where you would like to see yourself go. This is also not allowing your relationships to get in your way, okay? This is also maybe even experiencing some challenges within your relationships as they relate to your external world, but there's a lot going on in your internal world too that everyone can't see, while you're having to like, go against the odds and go against the grain and do all of these things on your own. I'm getting a sense of like, lonesomeness, or like, just kind of like feeling like you're doing it all alone or something like that. But there's a bigger picture here, because this is Mars in Leo, but it's also related to the 7th house of Libra, and it's also related to the Tower card. So there's some foundations that could be changing for you inside of you and outside of you, right? So it's just kind of like maybe feeling like you're being twisted, right, and pulled, and maybe even be feeling wrung out, right, like a rag, that type of thing. So there could be like even that feeling. This is related to the 7 major arcana, which is also the Chariot, and that's a water sign, which is the moon. So yeah, there could the experience is definitely having its emotional effects on you, and sometimes you might even be feeling like some things are taking its toll. But this is, stay in it, right? It's nothing that you can't handle. I want you to stay positive as well. Keep your optimistic view, right? Have the faith. Keep the faith. I was listening to like the Nixon tapes or something today. It was Rachel Maddow. Anyway, stay focused. The Page of Swords came up, which is talking about a new learning experience for you, for us, because I have a Cancer moon in both Vedic astrology and Western astrology. So anyway, this Page of Swords is talking about maintaining focus, not getting distracted, really allowing yourself to explore all of the different facets and areas of your intelligence and your intellect, right? You have many good ideas, and there might be some things that are actually some gems, You're sharp-witted, you're ready, you're poised. You have a great point of view that is fresh and that people haven't seen before or heard. So I feel like you just kind of like need to get out there and show a little bit more of your personality. So you're learning a thing or two about, using your personality to kind of like get you places, or using your intellect to kind of get you places like that. You know what I mean? Also studying, being smart about the things that you're getting involved in, that you're passionate about, or the things that you want to learn about, Okay. So let's go ahead and flip over these cards. You got the Seven of Swords, which is talking about a failure to communicate successfully about something, right? This is kind of like, I don't know what I've achieved. I haven't really achieved a lot with saying this. I haven't really gotten anywhere because of the moon being in Aquarius. So it's almost kind of like the need to connect and the need to communicate emotionally, or to understand how someone else feels, or get someone to understand how you feel, is almost at a loss or at a miss, because it's kind of like the communication is falling short here, you know? So it's kind of like, how do I say this? Do I write this down? Do I text? Do I call? What do I do? Do I not do anything? Do I just kind of like take what I have with me and like wait? Because this also has something to do with time, because it is Aquarius, which is ruled by Saturn, and then it also is the moon in Aquarius, and the moon talks about time as well, right? So, and it also talks about healing. So this might even just be like space and heal, and time and heal, and all of those things, in order to experience an improvement happen in this area, because it is related to the 7th house of Libra. So it might be your relationships, right? And it could be relationships with friends, okay? That type of thing. And it could also be, you know, this is also related to the 10 of Swords in some kind of way. So this is kind of like a little bit of a situation has experienced some type of ruin, right? But it's on a lower level than the 10 of Swords. So let me flip over the other one, Knight of Rods. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or there could be a Scorpio here, or it could be like a Sagittarius, of course. So this is also like someone who just kind of is like really focused on their goals, and they're very like self-oriented in terms of like what their agenda is, you know, and it's kind of like really they're just going in one direction. I feel like this person has their eyes set on something. The Knight of Rods is also coming from a place of having like having to deal with a lot of things from the past. So this Knight of Rods, whoever is coming in or coming through, or having its influence, because the Knights really do have their influence, they are now just, you know, maybe going off, you know, running off, or I'm getting that sense, like someone is kind of like in and out, right? Like that type of thing, very quick. Something's happening very quickly. Yeah. But it's like the Knight of Rods is looking towards the Seven of Swords, like, yeah. Someone wants to know more, and someone knows enough, right? Or someone wants to know more, but they want to know more about something else, right? Or they're just interested in something else. And this could also be a relationship, you know? You might be interested in someone, but they're interested in other things, right? Or you might be interested in a topic, or interested in something, or you might be considering something, or something might be important to you, but something might just kind of like be what it is for someone else, and they're like running off, or they're doing whatever it is that they're doing. They could be detached in some kind of way. They could be emotionally detached, or emotionally scarred, or emotionally cold, or emotionally something, and as a result they're like the Sagittarius energy, right? So they're focused on some goals, right? And some foundations for them might be changing, and they might be changing directions in some kind of way. Or, you know, just like the philosophy has like shifted, right? Whatever that is. This is also someone very sexual, right? Who there might be a sexual connection with, but there's no like intellectual connection with. And you're kind of like at a loss because of that. You're like, oh, fuck. Anyway, let's look at what this other card is. Yep, see? Page of Cups came up. So this is feeling alone in these emotions. This is feeling like you're suffering alone in silence, right? You're suffering in silence, or you just might be having to deal with something on your own emotionally, whatever it is that you're dealing with, because the pages are related to Saturn. So this could have to be, you know, related to some kind of like karma, or some sort of like karmic process, or it could just be that you're learning some sort of like lessons here that make you feel uncomfortable, right? But it's kind of like, you know, it doesn't go without its medals afterwards, after you've learned those lessons. Anyway, if you'd like to get a reading with me, email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com. Follow me on YouTube. It's Providence Tarot. It's also Providence Tarot on IG. My personal account on IG is NYC Kendrick.